CBS's favorite summertime reality show and my personal favorite, Big Brother, is returning for its 25th season here next week. And joining me now are last season's winner, Taylor, and fan favorite, Janelle, to unpack it all. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me. Super excited about this. How are you both?
We are good. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So 25 seasons, that's a big deal. And obviously you both have been so integral in the success of the show. So I'm curious, what do you think of the overall evolution of Big Brother and really what it's become?
I think it's amazing. I mean, it started as like, you can even tell in the way that the show looked, the aesthetic. It's not even like, it doesn't even seem like it's sharp on camera. Like it looks so blurry. And they've added so many more elements to the show. It's evolved into something much bigger and brighter and prettier of a show, I think. So it's evolved, and in more ways than one, I would say. It's kind of cool to see that. I mean, 25 seasons, it's been amazing every single season.
Yeah, absolutely. Taylor, do you have anything to add to that?
Sure. I think what's really unique about this game is that the dynamics can change from season to season because it's ultimately a social experiment with different people every year. So I think the value of the game can be socially heavy one season and competitively heavy another season. And that's the beauty of what this is. You can make it or persuade people to be what you want it to be, depending on who you are. And I think that's what's really cool about this game. It's the evolution shows us a peek into what it means to be a human being put under stress and how we react.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great answer. Now, Janelle, you have been a longtime favorite of this show. People still talk about your gameplay. So I'm curious, your first season, season 6, did I have that right?
Yes.
Okay. And then you also played in Big Brother All-Stars. So how was that different, playing like such, years apart in much different games and seeing how it had, changed over time?
It was different every season, but also I think as a woman, we change over time, right? Like one season I was single and 25, another season I just had a baby, another season I've got 3 kids under 8, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a different person every time. So that's kind of the evolution of me playing. I played throughout 3 different decades and 3 different stages of my life. So it's a really cool, just personal story for me in general. I love my experience, and it's been a really great part of my life for the last 18
absolutely.
years. So
Yeah. And that's really special. Not something a lot of people can relate to, Janelle. So also, Janelle, I'm curious, alliances are a big deal in this game. And you and K-Star's duo is one of the most talked about things in all of Big Brother. So what's it been like getting to play with him multiple times?
Oh my gosh. It's like going back to summer camp and seeing your best friend that is from like another city and like you're in camp together. So it's amazing because we instantly had this really cool connection I've never really felt with anyone. So fun to play with him every year because I have always trusted him 100%, and trust is the hardest thing to find in that house. So to have someone like that, it's amazing because you can trust them. You can bounce ideas off of them. It's very beneficial in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Taylor, you had such a triumphant win last summer, but also a really just roller coaster of a season overall. So tell me a little bit about your experience and also what it meant to you to be the first Black female to win Big Brother.
Well, I thought I was going to summer camp. I thought I was going to go make some friends and play some games. So, I was a little surprised with the experience I had in the house. I think the mindset is the most important thing to have. Oh, hi, Benji. Benji wants to say hi. But the mindset
hello
going into the game is the most important thing that you can have. You can walk in thinking it's going to be one way, but ultimately you have to be flexible and adaptable. And it can be hard in there. It is mentally taxing. It is physically draining and exhausting. But I think the key is never giving up on yourself and understanding that the game is just as much social as it is physical. And if you utilize that, you can make it to the end and even become the winner. So I hope that there's a larger impact on the game that shows there are many different ways to play and be a valuable player in the long term. So I'm hoping we'll see a change in that attitude come season 25.
Yeah, I can't agree more with that. Now, okay, with the celebration of 25 years, I got a few fun questions for you. So who would you both say is the kind of best player to ever do it with Big Brother?
So I've played with Will and I've played with Dan, and I would still say Dan Giesling's better.
Ooh, okay.
He's a little bit savvier of a player, and I think he's a better player.
Yeah. Okay, Taylor.
Dan is a Michigander just like me, so I gotta throw it all behind Dan, but I would be remiss if I did not also shout out Danielle Reyes. We gotta give her credit.
She's good
Yes,
too.
yes. Yeah, that's a great answer. Okay, now what is both of your all-time favorite competitions in Big Brother?
So
The
my
wall.
favorite competition is the OTEV competition. I've always been a fan of musical chairs ever since I was like in kindergarten. So I absolutely love that competition. And it's one that I won and I had to fight for it. I actually fought like a 30-year-old 6'4" inch man for that veto. And it was so fun. I beat him.
Well, I didn't get to play OTEV. I had to sit on the sidelines and watch, but I did get to play another iconic BB comp, The Wall, and I won The Wall.
Yes.
So that is Hall of Fame, my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
And I thought
Yeah,
it
it's
was
got to be that one. Okay, next question. Who is your all-time favorite alliance? And it can't be an alliance that either of you were a part of.
Oh,
ooh,
favorite all-time alliance?
that's so hard. All I do is talk about myself. What am I going to do now?
I mean, so I would say like just for fun aspect, like I thought they were so savvy and the other alliance was just so bad. I actually rooted for the Hive, but the Silent Six was actually my favorite alliances just because they tricked them like every week, but in like a dirty way. It was just kind of funny to watch.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I can totally see that.
Well, I have to give a special shout out to the Cookout. They're the reason why I even had any attention on Big Brother in the first place. I wasn't even a fan of the show the season before I got on, and the Cookout brought me in, and it was so fun to root for them. So I wouldn't be here if it weren't for them.
Now, with the 25th celebration happening, there's a special airing tonight on CBS. So what can you guys tease for me about the special?
So it's kind of a walkthrough of 25 seasons of Big Brother, from the best moments, some crazy things that happened, relationships that came out of it. It's a little bit of everything. And it's a walkthrough. It's going to be a really great special. It's going to be really cool.
We got
okay.
We got babies. We got tea. A little bit pulling behind the curtain.
Okay. Last question, and then just keep it a yes or no. Would you return and play Big Brother again?
No.
Yes, of course I would.
Ooh, okay. Both
beat
sides
my
of the
record. I'd have to go back and
win
win the game. I'd have to win the game and America's favorite player again. If I didn't do that again, I'd feel like a loser. I think I just got to go out on
you could do it.
You could do it. You'll be back.
I believe it. That's
Give
right. That's right. All right. Janelle, Taylor, thank you so much both for taking the time to speak with me. This was a true pleasure. And congrats to Big Brother on 25 seasons. And congrats to both of you and whatever is next.